Remember, the forward rate neutralizes the interest rate differential, making you indifferent as to whether you buy or sell a currency spot or forward. So, if you benefit from the differential by having an interest rate bearing deposit in the higher interest rate currency from the period between today and the forward date, you will pay for it in the forward points. If you do not benefit from the differential, you will earn the forward points. Since the information you normally have is spot and the forward points, not the forward rate, you must decide A, whether you should pay or earn the points, and B, whether to add or subtract the points to get the forward rate. Add or subtract. So whether you should pay or earn the points, and whether to add or subtract the points to get the forward rate. Let's see how this works in the following example. Let's say that you, the client, want to buy sterling forward against US dollar. We will assume that when you buy sterling forward against dollar, you will have a dollar deposit for the period from today to the forward date. In our example, dollar interest rates are lower than sterling interest rate, so you will not earn the differential during the period. Therefore, you will earn the forward points. In the case of sterling, that means you will buy sterling at a lower, more advantageous rate, that is, pay fewer dollars per pound in the future. So you subtract the points to get the rates. See, we will buy the sterling at a lower or pay fewer dollar per pound in the future. So, meaning you subtract the points to get the rate. The points, let's say this is the points are 439 points. So we have, let's assume the rate is 1.5500 minus 0.0439. Okay, next example. In the case of buying yen forward, against US dollar, you will have a dollar deposit for the period preceding the forward rate. But since dollar interest rate, USD interest rate are higher than yen interest rate, you will earn the interest rate differential. So you must pay the point. This means you will sell the dollar at a lower, less advantage rate, or fewer yen per dollar in the future. So you subtract the points to get the forward rate. let's say the point is 22.87, so this example we have 122.50 minus 0. Sorry. Another example. In the case of selling OC forward against dollar, you will have Australian dollar deposit for the period preceding the forward rate. Since the Australian dollar deposit rate is higher than the dollar, so it's higher than, you will earn the differential, so you must pay the point. This means that you will buy dollar at a higher, less advantageous rate. That is, it will take more Australian dollar to buy $1. So, we'll buy dollar at higher, less advantageous rate, or so you subtract the point. Let's say the point is 48. We have 0.5575 minus 0.0048, 0.5527 dollars. Yeah, notice that for sterling, this one, the 439 point translated to 0.0439, and for the Japanese yen, 22.87 point translated to 0.2287. Yes, this is because forward points are quoted in pips. So a pip is the last decimal point in a price. For currencies such as sterling, which is quoted out to 4 decimal place, a pip is equal to 0.0001. Yet for currencies such as Japanese yen, which is quoted out to 2 decimal place, a pip is equal to 0.01. Therefore, the 439 points for the GBP is equal to 439 times 0.0001, which is 0.0439 here, and then the 22.87 point for the Japanese yen is equal to 22.87 times 0.01 equals to 0.2287 here. In summary, the forward rate of exchange is the vehicle for adjusting for the interest rate differential. If you theoretically earn more in one currency than the other due to interest rate differential, the forward exchange rate will exactly offset this gain. The interest rate differential, adjusted for time, determines the forward points. The forward points reflect only today's difference in interest rates. They are not an indication of what the future's spot or interest rate will be.